Hey there. How you guys like my new theme music? Hope you like it. I like it. Okay, let me get my screen up here. It is Tuesday, you guys. That means it's Tuesdays with Teresa at 2 p.m. Eastern, right? Let me see. Can you guys hear me? Make sure my mute isn't on and I am set up like I think I am. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Well, I think you can hear me. I don't see anything uh, otherwise. So let's jump right into it. Um, so, yeah, it's Tuesdays with Teresa, and I am Teresa. I'm Teresa Durham, and I am a project manager and business consultant. I am the owner of Teresa Durham LLC. I have over 25 years experience helping struggling organizations to navigate through change, solve problems, and reach their goals via project management, process improvement, and operations management. And I've always been a fan of technology. You can call me a closet geek or whatever, but with the arrival of AI, I'm like, yeah, give me some of that. I want to know what all that stuff. I want to know what that's all about. So I jumped in with both feet. And I'm really excited about the things that I'm learning so far, and I wanted to share it with you. This is an exciting time for technology. I do realize, however, that not everybody's excited about this, especially the people that I'm going to be speaking to today. A lot of creators are not very excited about or happy about this AI movement. I know there's uncertainty, and with uncertainty comes fear. And I really created this series to quell those fears and make people aware of AI, what it is, what it isn't, what it does, and how you could use it and why you should care about it. Don't just close your eyes and pretend it's not there because it's not going away. So anyway, I did mention we're live. We're live on Facebook and LinkedIn. So I'm not sure where you're joining me from, but hey, and thanks for joining me. So let's recap what we've done so far. We're already at the halfway mark. Can you believe it? This is week 5. So what we've covered so far in week 1, we covered intro to AI. We talked about, we went over some vocabulary words, acronyms that people are throwing around when they talk about AI, where it came from, some of the first um, uh, AI tools and chatbots, and we talked about where we see AI going in the future. And then week 2, we talked about how AI has been around in our daily lives before all this hullabaloo, right? So we talked about, we identified some things that we've been where we've been using AI already, right? Week 3, we talked about AI chatbots. That's the stuff that you're really, you're hearing a lot about. Chat GPT, um, what is it? Gemini used to be Bard. That's Google's chatbot. Claude. What else is there? Grok. And now, oh, I was going to say AOL. Was that America Online? Where did that come from? um, Facebook or Meta. Meta has a chat bot now. You can reach it at meta.ai. So lots of chat bots out there. We went over those. And then week 4, last week, we talked about enhancing productivity with AI. And we went over some tools. We went over Fathom, which was a meeting note taker, Chat GPT, Grammarly, TextFX, Follower, and Zapier. We went over quite a few tools last week. So, hey, have you guys been doing any of the challenges? I give you a challenge after every session. Um, are you getting more comfortable with AI? So, have any of your initial feelings about it changed um, since attending these sessions? Like, how did you feel about it 5 weeks ago, and are you feeling differently about it now that you're learning more about it? Are you still, yeah, whatever it is? I'd be interested to hear back from you and see if I'm moving the needle at all, or if this is, helpful to you at all. I'd love to hear back from you. So just drop a note in the comments, whether you're live or watching the replay. I'd love to hear from you out there. Let me know what you've tried. If you've tried any of the, what do I call it? Engagement activities that I've suggested over the weeks. And let me know how you're feeling about it. So the recordings for weeks 1 through 4 are available on my YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn accounts. So catch it wherever you're most comfortable. And it would be great if you follow me. Thank you. So let's get into week 5, AI tools for creators. The agenda. So we're going to talk about creators and creatives, AI, friend or foe. I'm going to demo some AI tools you can use to enhance your creativity. And then, of course, I'm going to give you an engagement challenge. And then we'll talk about what's coming up next week. Good? Good to go. So let me take a peek real quick over at the comments to see if I'm missing anything. And nope, I'm not. Very good. So, okay, so creator or creative. I didn't know there was a difference. I just noticed that as I talked about this session, I was using the words interchangeably. I would say AI for creatives or AI for creators. And then I just thought, what's the difference? So I looked it up, and there is a difference. So who knew, right? You probably knew. I didn't know. So a creator is an individual who's engaged in generating original content, whether it's art, digital media, something written, or music. And a creative is someone who comes up with the idea. They come up with a creative idea, and then someone else brings that creative idea into reality. So a creator does both. They come up with, well, I guess they don't have to come up with the idea. A creator can bring someone else's idea to life, and then they can come up with something in their own mind and create it themselves. So yeah, creator and creative. So be careful when you use the two terms, and be sure that you're using the correct one for who you're talking about. So I'll say these are tools to enhance your creativity, and that creators would likely use these tools. How about that? Okay. So AI, is it friend or foe? It's no secret that some creators absolutely despise AI. They feel like it's stealing from creators. What it creates isn't real art. I've heard the complaints, and I get it. But what I would say to that is try to change your paradigm. Think about AI as a tool. A tool is what you make of it, how you use it. Like, I don't know, a hammer is a tool. It's a tool for driving nails, right? But if somebody uses that hammer to bust somebody in the head, that's not what it was. that's not what it was created for. It's that person's fault. They're using the tool incorrectly. That probably wasn't the best analogy, but you get where I'm going, or where I'm trying to go. Look at it this way. People are using AI now to enhance their lives, for work, creative endeavors, and everyday living. You can resist it if you want, but it's clear that this technology is going to be a huge part of our lives in the days to come. And I want you to be ready. So I created this series in hopes of bringing attention to how big this is, how big this moment is. Think about, if you're old enough to remember when the internet came about, right? I remember there were resistors then. I remember having a conversation with some folks, and they're like, they're saying the internet, it's going to be in everything. And if you don't get on board, you'll be left behind. What's the big deal? And then I go into trying to explain, well, you can use the internet to get this information. You have all this information at your fingertips. And if you want to connect with people, you can meet new people across the world. And if you have loved ones somewhere else in the world, you can stay in touch with them and see them. And, I was, you can use it for your job. I was just trying to give them examples, and nothing I was saying resonated with them. And they were like, whatever. So, now look at us today, right? I mean, the internet is in everything. The internet and the World Wide Web. I mean, even if you're not on social media, you use the internet regularly, or businesses that you interact with depend on that internet. The internet is down. We're all just kind of like, what's going on? I don't know. It's as if the power went out almost. Um, we're all connected through this internet thing. So it's the same thing with AI at this moment, right? We're catching it early, fairly early. Um, I mean, look, I understand the concerns about devaluing human creativity, but it's possible it may not do that. I mean, if you look at it like, I don't know a whole lot about art, but what I do know is that um, in the art world, originals are valued more than copies, right? In the world today. So, like, if you want to buy a Van Gogh, you can get a print at TJ Maxx, right? You can just go in the store and buy a print of a Van Gogh in TJ Maxx or Ross or somewhere. But the original Van Gogh, I mean, that's what, millions of dollars? So, who knows? Maybe once we're in a world where everybody's generating media and art via AI, the things that are created by hand go at a premium price, maybe. I don't know. I mean, think about handmade products that people purchase, uh, bags and clothing and things. They go for a premium price. So who knows? It may raise the value of the things that humans actually do with their hands, build with their hands. I don't know. None of us know what the future looks like. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to make this a hard sell for AI. I don't know what the future will ultimately look like, to be honest, but I don't want you to miss the opportunity to get plugged in and perhaps create new opportunities for yourself, or at the least protect your employability when AI moves into your workplace. So, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Let's move on. Let's move on. So, yeah, let's look at some tools here, okay? Let me stop sharing my screen, and hopefully I don't turn off the live. Um, now I need to reshare my screen, and we're going to share a whole window because I have all the tabs in this window. I will move it over here where I can see. Bear with me for just a moment. Thank you very much. Okay, that's not what I want. Much better. Much better, much better. Okay, so let's jump into some tools here. So first off, I'm going to jump into a writing tool, Copy.ai. This is a content writing tool. It helps you write. Lots of the chat bots will do this also, but there are some tools that are specifically for those of you that write content. So let's look at Copy.ai, and I wanted you to follow me through the onboarding process so you kind of see what you would go through once you sign up. So it's Copy.ai. I signed up, and then it takes you through this onboarding process. See if I can you see that? Yep, there we go. Okay, so it's like, what kind of work do you do? I'll just say leadership. Where do you want to start? Do I want to automate lead and company research, scale personalized outreach, or create an AI-powered content program? I'll start with this, an AI-powered content program. How did I hear about them? I don't know. Where's YouTube? It's not on here. I'll see other. And get started. So where does it take me? It should, okay, now it wants to know about my goals. Didn't I say this? Now I heard about YouTube. YouTube, get started. Okay, here we are. So what it did, it basically took the information that I provided in the onboarding process and it said, okay, based on that information, this is what we're going to show her first. So if you sign up and you put in different information, you may get some different things on your general page or dashboard here. Okay, so these are some things we can start out with. We've got chat, defining your brand voice, which is important for your company. So, there have been people talking about, oh, these things sound like AIs. You can start to recognize when someone has used AI for their content. Like I'm thinking some of the things that in the realm of blah, 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 or in the fast-paced world of, I don't know why it does that all the time. In the blah, blah, blah world of, it does that a lot. What else does it do? It likes to, for my information, it likes to give me ship analogies, being on a ship and being in the sea and things like that. So after you've read enough AI content, then you start recognizing it. That's why it's important to make sure your voice is in it. So you can tailor AI to chat in your brand voice, write in your brand voice. Got some example chats we could go through. We could get started with workflows, sales and marketing workflows. They have team spaces, which I don't need because I don't have a team. And then, of course, there's learn more, if you don't know what a workflow is. So they've got many of these tools have lots of information on here to help you understand what they're talking about. If you're not familiar with the terminology, they have a good amount of help. The good ones do. So I just wanted to point this out because a lot of the tools help you to write. Some are better than others. I would think the ones that are based, that are mainly for helping you to write would be better than, say, there's a writing block here, and then they've got a little magic AI button that says, hey, we'll help you write. Those, yeah. Anyway, let's look at, what do we want to look at? Let's try something that won't take a lot of time because I have several tools to go through. No projects. Let me go back to home and pick up a chat from there, I guess. Let's do browse example chats. They'll have different use cases, creating invitations to emails, make your emails easier to write, creating product-related blog posts for your product marketers, generating email lead generation campaigns. This is really about marketing, writing content for marketing, but you can use it for other things as well. So they've got content in SEO, sales, all these use cases. Let's look at sales. So we're all trying to sell, right? Outreach to prospects. And I don't know if you saw, they have some webinar or something coming up. They showed up. So you've got a chat by Copy.ai. And let's say I'm going to, their example is send an outreach email to this prospect introducing yourself and your product or service. Be sure to include a call to action. So yeah, we'll go with that. Send an outreach email to, let's say, Teresa Durham. Well, let's do this. This is my other company. Introducing yourself and project management services. No brand voice because I haven't done anything. I could attach something, but don't. So let's just see what it comes up with, just out of the blue. Dear Sabbatical Life, LLC team. Whew, that was quick. Can you see this? I hope my message finds you well. My name is, put my name in there, and I'm reaching out to introduce myself and the project management services I offer. I haven't told them about my business. I mean, this is just going off the fact that it's an introduction email to a potential client, and it at least starts you off. So then you can go through here and make it your own. Change the voice. If you train it to have your voice when it writes these things, once you subscribe and you write these things, it's going to come out and sound like you anyway. It's not going to come out and sound like some generic whatever. Yeah, if you like to be more formal, less formal, whatever you want your call to action to be. Like here they said, how about scheduling a brief call to discuss how my project management services can support your team's projects, right? So there's a call to action that it included based on the prompt that you put in there. So easy peasy. That took all of a couple of seconds once you decided what you wanted. So a lot of these writing tools do pretty much the same thing as far as helping you write. Once you put your information in and train it the way you want to, it can be a great help to you as far as the type of things that you write. Okay, so let's move on to the next tool. That is Copy.ai. And there's another tool called Writer, RYTR.me. This is a similar tool. Again, it offers you all of these options: automatic editing, long form content, and SEO if you do websites, creative writing. It's got a poem generator, a song generator, AI story generator, just to start you off. It could do other things if that's what you want. Marketing, if you're selling products online and you want to market your items. Video description, it helps you with your videos. So a lot of these tools are very helpful. And the tools that I'm showing you have a free component, so you can check them out and use them for free, but of course it's limited. So if there's certain features that they have that you want to use, you'll want to make sure that it's either included in the free version or you subscribe to the level to get the feature that you're interested in. So here's another tool that you're probably familiar with, and if you're not, you're going to be so happy I introduced this to you today. Canva. It is like the design tool of all design tools, beyond like Adobe or Photoshop and those type of tools. But Canva is, it has a free component. You can design all kinds of things on here. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't know what's in my throat. So you can design all kinds of things on Canva. You can design business cards, social media posts, websites, logos. What else is on here? There's social media, whiteboard, videos. My little intro, I did that on Canva. Excuse me, I'm sorry. If you do print on demand, you can design t-shirts and mugs on here. You can design, you can do your resume or some other stationery or print cards and things on here. You can do presentations on here. If you struggle with PowerPoint, take a look at this. Infographics, book covers, all kinds of stuff on here. So I'll go through and show you just some of the projects that I've done. This has an AI component to it, where it helps. Yeah, there's my little intro. Some of my t-shirts that I've done. Business card. I actually let my daughter design my business card, and she did this for me. Yeah, that's big. But yeah, so the business cards, and you can also have them printed. You see over here to the right, they'll print them for you. Same with the T-shirts and the mugs and some of those things. Um, let's see, what else do we have? I've got oh, the social media posts. So like when I was doing the series on what was it? It was my coffee. What was it called? Coffee inspiration. Coffee. Oh, I cannot remember it. I created a puzzle book on here. A puzzle book to sell. Um, it's my doggies. I can't. Coffee affirmations. That's it. Oh my God. I don't know. I had a brain fart. But yeah, so, geez, where is it? Anyway, I can create those here. Uh, if you want to do social media type commercials for your business, ads, and things like that, you can do that here. You see, I did this when I launched my new website. And it's very easy, and you can actually share directly from Canva to your social media site. So if I click share and I wanted to share this to Instagram or to LinkedIn, even, was that showing? Yeah, your LinkedIn page. I didn't know Tumblr was still around. Your LinkedIn profile, Twitter, which we know is X now, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest. You could share it directly to all those places. You can also schedule your posts. So it comes with all kinds of different templates depending on what it is you want to design. Let's say you want to design a calendar. Here you have various templates that you can choose from. You see that over here on the left? All kinds of designs. And you can start from scratch. If you're one of those super creative people and you can do things from scratch, you can do that. It includes some elements that you can add to it, shapes, stickers, moving stickers, videos. Again, if you're going to do a presentation, that's in here. Canva is like your be all. And it's funny because I fought it for a while. I'm like, I don't really care about that. I'm not that great on designing stuff, but I've used it for a lot. It's really come in handy for my business, for things that I need personally. If you haven't checked out Canva, I suggest you check it out. A couple of other things. What do they have? The Magic Media. I guess I'll show you the AI stuff. Um, so we've got here, it says inspire me. Can I get rid of this? Let me move back over here. So Magic Studio, this is where the AI magic happens. You can start with a design. You can design for presentations, magic design for video, magic write. That's, remember I told you some tools have an AI writer within the tool. That's what this is. So Canva overall is a design tool, but if you are going to write some content, they've given you access to AI to help you do that within the tool. So you don't have to go to your writing tool and then copy and paste that stuff and then paste it in your design tool. It's all in here. Um, Transforming your content, you can resize it. Like if you've sized it for TikTok, which is, the tall way, and then you want to take that content and paste it over to LinkedIn, which is more of a landscape type of format. It gives you a magic tool to do that. So not everything in AI is about replacing what you would normally do. This is where you start looking at the things that help you, that help you to do things more easily. Remove the background from an image, change an image. Here, you've got wow, change it to this bubbly, gummy, what is that, like flubber kind of, background. animate your items, make them move, things like that. This is where they help you magically edit something, take something out. Someone photobombs you, take them out of the photo, things like that. See? Okay, so that's Canva. Canva, Canva.com. Now let's move on to, let's see, Suno. Okay, so this is for those of you who are interested in music. And God, I hope you'll be able to hear this because my last recording, there was no sound. So, hey, Rosanna, thanks for joining. Let me see. I hope you can hear this. I'm going to play a sound and let me know if you can hear this, okay? I really hope so because, let me find one to play. We'll play some blues. Are you hearing this? Please. I hope you can hear it. I'm going to. Oh, is it that it's low or you just hear nothing? Let's see if I can turn it up. I'll try again. Let's try this one. Still not very loud. It's very faint. Okay. It's a hurricane in a red dress. That's as loud as I can get it. Let's see. Yeah, that's not. I'm so sorry. Um, I don't know how to fix that. But let me tell you. Let me tell you about the site. Okay, so Suno is there's a lot of hype about this particular tool right now. It is an AI tool that generates music for you. It generates all kinds of genres. Now I have to be honest, the stuff that I created, I wasn't impressed by it, and that might have more to do with me than the tool, because who knew there were so many genres? You can go to when you come to home. These are songs that people have already created. You got top categories: blues, funk, rap, pop, classical, right? Um, Nawa, Russian roots reggae, Korean opera, Urdu, jazz wave, French dubstep, and that's nothing. I mean, who knew that there were that many song types, right? And you can listen to the stuff that they've got out here, and I guess you can, click on what you like and what you don't like. There was something out here that I liked yesterday, and I don't see it now. I guess it dropped out of the top two. This pterodactyl typhoon is power metal, and that's not really my cup of tea. Um, but if you look at the library, this is okay. There they are. These are the songs that I created. Um, uh, Brown Eyes and Candlelight. It's acoustic, soulful swing, neo soul. Then you've got self love anthem, melodic, alternative R&B, and then Fresh and Fly. It's supposed to be swinging, soulful hip hop. It creates two songs per what you ask for. So it's a text to song. You can choose to, let's just create one. You start out with 50 credits on the free version. And of course, they have paid versions where you get more credits. So you start out with 50 credits, and it's about 5 credits per song. And then it generates two songs per what you create. So if I say create, you put the song description in here. It not only creates the music based on the genre that you say, but it also creates words. So let's see. You guys want to suggest what kind of song? Let's see. A hip uh, hop, I don't know, driving tune about a Disney type song. Disney, what is, I don't know what about, I don't know, Mickey Mouse and Pluto being best friends. I don't know. I told you guys I wasn't that creative, right? So let's see the hip hop driving tune. And let's make it a fun kids tune about Mickey Mouse and Pluto being best friends. Now, one thing this won't let you do is put in certain artist names. So you try to put in Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, I don't know, Elvis Presley. It won't generate for you. So right now it's it named it Mouse and Pup. So you see it's generating two songs here. And remember, this is all I said, a fun kids tune about Mickey Mouse and Pluto being best friends. So we're still waiting on it to finish generating. And there we go. So let's try the first one. So here are the words, and let's see. That's Disney-like, I guess. So the words are very pertinent to what you put in here. It's cute, right? Okay, let's see what the next song sounds like. That's the first one. Something else that I noticed that you couldn't control is the voice. Like I said, I wanted a male voice on one of my songs, and it still came out with the female voice. So here's the second. It says Mouse and Pup, and it's two Mickeys. Oh well. Uh, let's hear how the second one sounds. Same voice. It's kitty like. Okay, so yeah, I don't love it, but you see the potential here. You see the potential here. There's the words are right along with what we asked for. They picked out Mickey Mouse, which probably wasn't hard to find anyway. And really, I probably wouldn't do Disney. Disney would probably uh, come after me if I did that. So yeah, so I would come out here and take a listen to some of the things that people have already created, because there are people out here that are pretty talented that have come out with some really interesting songs. This explore here just lets you know how many. I mean, look at that. How many different genres there are. Okay, dance pop, that doesn't sound too bad. Acid techno, anti folk drum step, math rock. What's that? Piano klezmer, Bengali electro pop, harpsichord gospel, Spanish ambient trance. So you can roll the dice and play with it a little bit. This is called cloud wrapped slush wave. What the heck? I don't know. Let's spin the dice again. It's Mandarin Afrobeat, Algorave acid jazz. So yeah, so there's lots of different genres you could pick. You could do a lot with this, and you can use this music to back up your YouTube videos or your social media posts or whatever. I'm not really sure on the terms of service with regard to using it for commercial purposes, but you can read that once you sign up, and if that's the route you want to go. But yeah, this is a really cool tool, and it's fairly simple to use. Um, and it could be fun to play with, especially if you're a music writer. Let's see, what else can I show you? Okay, everybody loves to play with the graphic design, graphic graphic image creators. So this is one of my favorites, ideogram or ideogram. I'm not sure which is correct, but it's ideogram.ai. You can use this free, and you'll have a certain limit to the number of images that you can create in a day. And that's it. And you can look here and see all the different types of images people have created. This thing changes, like it just changed a couple of seconds ago when I turned to the page. So this changes based on the images people are creating now. That's the thing. If you're on a free plan, your images are not your own. They get shared out here, and people get to like them. Now, I don't know if people are picking these up and taking them and using them however they want to, which I wouldn't be surprised if they were, because that's what people do, and claim it's their art. That's one of the problems. But yeah, I mean, stickers. Someone's doing stickers. Look at this. This is like a 3D. What is that? A lamb selling corn? Yeah. Here's a fairy, like a Tinkerbell or something. I don't know what this. Some starship coming through a black hole. This. I don't know, but geez, that's very creative. And if you're interested, like, how do they create that? How did they create this texture? It looks like a lion made out of lavender or something. If you click on it, you can see the prompt that was used here. A captivating and enchanting artwork showcasing a whimsical lion meticulously crafted from densely packed, colorful lavender leaves. I mean, people are so creative. So yeah, let's go out here, and I've created some things. If I go to some of the things that I've created. Oh wow, this looks like some old stuff. Yeah, these are things that I've created. Look at that, super project manager. Um, yeah, here we go. So you're seeing some of the things that I've created, and you've probably seen some of these in some of my posts or my blogs or my newsletters. I use this all the time. And the pictures are pretty decent. You might run into too many fingers, or or things are misspelled, for instance. But yeah, you can say the type of image that you want to generate. Let's create something. Anyone have any ideas of something to create? Or you leave it up to my creativity. I don't know what we're going to end up with here. Let's see. Create a cat with huge glasses looking how about a Siamese cat? Yeah, Siamese. Hey Kimberly, thanks for joining. I spelled Siamese wrong. Anyway, it'll get it. With huge glasses looking at a mouse, I don't know, across the room. Let's just start with that. So I didn't tell it what type of style, so it's just going to kind of give me something to play with. Maybe it'll give me more than one style. We'll see what we come out with here. And how quickly this gives you an image depends on how busy the the tool is on a given day. Sometimes it will time out on you and make you wait. But here we go. All right, so it generates 4 images at a time, like most of these do. And this gave me, what is it, like picture, photo, realistic images. So there's one is that a Siamese cat? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. That looks like the same cat. This one, you notice this is more of a drawing than the other ones look like a photo. Here's another one that looks like a drawing. I could see this in a book. Now, what it will do for you also is improve upon your prompt. So if you're not the best prompter, you've got one here that says a whimsical illustration. It took my simple create a Siamese cat with huge glasses looking at a mouse across the room. And it expands on it. It says a whimsical illustration of a Siamese cat wearing oversized round glasses peering intently across a room at a small curious mouse. The cat's sleek blue coat contrasts with the mouse's brown fur, and both animals display expressions of equal curiosity. Behind them, a quaint room filled with antique furniture, bookshelves, and a warm fire creates a cozy atmosphere. So this is cool, right? Let's say, I kind of wanted something more cinematic. So let's remix one of these images. I'll take this one. I think this is one of the best ones. And remix it. It gives you some suggestions down here. Photo, illustration, 3D render, typography, cinematic, poster. Here's some more. So let's say I want, let's do a 3D render and cinematic. Where is it? Here it is. And I want to change, I don't want the mouse to be brown. I want it to be gray. And behind them, a quaint room filled with antique furniture. Let's make the room filled with, I don't know, computers. You're graphically challenged like I am, Kimberly. Yeah, it's a shame. I used to be able to draw computers and, you know what, dogs on computers. How about that? Let's just get crazy. Dogs on computers, bookshelves, and a warm fire creates a cozy atmosphere. Leave it at that. And then I'll generate. And it's going to give me 4 more images. And it should make the changes. We should see dogs in the background on computers. And I guess it'll still be a cozy atmosphere because I didn't change that. But let's see. I should have changed the cat, right? Seal point Siamese. Okay, I'm not used to that. I was thinking of the Siamese cats in the Lady and the Tramp. The Lady and the Tramp video, movie. Okay, so here we go. You see, these are more, I can see this in a movie. You see the dogs in the background? This dog is literally on the computer. I guess I should have been this one too. It's like the dogs on the computer. That's not what I meant. Ideogram or ideogram or whatever you call yourself. Okay, here we go. The dog sitting at the computer. That's what I meant, with the dog on the computer. So AI has a sense of humor, right? But it's still got the cat and the mouse right there. And I originally said looking across the room, and it has them face to face. Okay, we've got the dogs in the background still, checking out what's going on. And again, so this is more of a movie cinematic type of image. Let's remix it again. And this time I want to do, let's do anime. Leave it cinematic 3D render anime. And what was I going to change? I wanted to change something to show you something. Oh, and notice here where it's telling me to wait several seconds. That means the system is busy. The system is busy. So the cat's across the room. Oh, okay. This is what I wanted to do. Here, when you do a remix, this image weight here says how close you want the new images to come out to the original image. So if you want it closer, you would increase that. If you're like, yeah, you can change more, let's make the weight 30%. So let's see what it changes with that. And we get 4 more images coming up here. Now, if I had hit generate before my time was up, it wouldn't generate. So I wasn't paying attention when I hit it. But I guess it was time. Okay. So it didn't change a whole lot. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look very anime-y to me. But yeah, so you get the idea. This is a fun tool to play with to come up with images for your blogs, for your website. The images that you generate on here, you can use them for, well, last time I checked, you can use them for commercial purposes. But double check the ones that you create. Double check when you sign up to make sure that's still the case, because everything is fluid, everything is changing really quickly. Okay, so that's ideogram. The next tool I want to show you is, we have 2 more. This one is called runwayml.com. That's runway, like you're walking down a runway, like you're a model. ML, like machine language.com. And this one, oh, it does all kinds of things. It has, you can do video to video. You can do text to image to video, generative audio, where you can, put voice, have the character speak, remove background, text to image, and image to image. So you could take an image and turn it into something else, like a cartoon or a different color vehicle. They've got tutorials. Again, as I mentioned, a lot of these tools have great help for you. They have tutorials, they have help. Some of them actually have chat bots to help you. And then they have communities where you can go and get help using the tool. So it's all about helping each other. And again, not replacing what you do, but helping you do what you do better, and or make it more efficient. So what do we want to look at? I should have brought over one of my images. I don't want to try lip sync. I don't like those. I want to do text to image. Can I do that? Image to image. And I'll just drop one of my images here. Let's see. What do I want to play with? Let's play with this AI robot. Okay, so I just imported this AI robot, and what I want to do is, let's see, we'll leave it at SD, standard definition, the style. Let's do, you want to make this a cartoon? We'll make this a 3D cartoon. Leave the weight where it is. I'll leave everything where it is. Describe a scene or object to avoid. Okay, so what I want it to do is, do I want it to move? Can this one move? I don't know. I'll make it simple. A robot waving. Let's see if it turns my robot into a 3D cartoon. So while we're waiting, you'll notice here in the upper right-hand corner, again, this is free. This is a free account. They have paid versions, so you get to go only so far with the free account. So this says, it said I had 105 generations. Did it say 105 or 103? Each generation uses 5 credits, and I have 505 credits left. That says 101 generations left. Okay, anyway, this tells you how much time you have left, how many generations you have left for what you're doing, especially on the free case. This, yeah, I don't like any of those. Those are pretty ugly, right? It's just me. I think it's ugly. Let's see. Change it from a 3D cartoon to I thought anime had us. Let's do claymation. No, let's do concept art. I don't know. Concept art. The weight. Uh, I don't know. Leave it where it was. And at a let's say this robot is waving for cars to stop at a traffic stop as children cross the road on their way to school. School. And let's see how this comes out. Now, I know I'm not impressing anybody with the speed on any of this stuff. It's going pretty slowly today. But again, this is the middle of the day. People are probably using it, and that slows down the generation on all these tools. All right, so what did I say? Concept art? Okay, it's concept art. So what it did is it still took my original robot here, my original robot image, and I guess this is concept art. And it gave me, yeah, I don't see any children crossing the road or any of that stuff. So anyway, like I said, some of these are better than others, but as time goes on, some of them are going to disappear because right now there's so much out there. I mean, there's so much out there. Just picking what I'm going to show is a lot of work. But some of them are going to go away. But then some of them they're just going to get better. So if they're like I say, this good, this bad, they generate stuff like this now. It's only going to get better. This one's kind of funky. I kind of like that one. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what's this called? Runwayml.com. It's another tool that you can make some cool graphics with. Go to dashboard. And again, beyond the graphics, it does videos and you can do things with your voice. And then lastly is Character.ai. This is a tool that if you want to create, it reminds me of GPTs. On ChatGPT, you can create your own GPTs. That's what this reminds me of. It's basically an app that allows you to create characters to chat with. Okay, so these are characters that people have already created. So you've got one here. It says, "Hey, I'm Maria. I can help you practice Spanish if you're working on learning a language." Here's one, Mateo. I can talk to you in German with a little English when you need it. Netflix, that's supposed to show you what to watch. It's happy to recommend something to watch. What's the last movie you watched? INTJ, that is my Myers-Briggs. This bot says, "I'm the most rational character in the MBTI." That's Myers-Briggs something inventory. I forgot what the T stands for. I can give you logical and rational advice. You've got trip planners, practice interviewing. Those of you looking for work, you can interview, write a story, play a game, brainstorm ideas. So these are all chatbots that are focused on whatever it is they say they do, right? So they've actually done things here where you can chat with known people. So like someone did here, Elon Musk Whisperer. So if you want to chat with chatbot Elon Musk, this can give you a feel for how it feels to chat with him. Yeah, you got Batman versus Superman. Those of you that like to debate, this is fun. You can make a debate bot, right? Knight versus Samurai, LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. I'd love to see, I might do this, Vikings versus Game of Thrones. Vikings is like my favorite series. And I loved Game of Thrones, but I love Vikings. So I'd be curious to see where that lands. So I might do that myself. So anyway, here is let's see. I tried Hugo. Hugo helps with French, right? So he said, this is our last discussion. If you don't know French, this is like oui, j'habite à New York et toi? And I said, j'habite à Stone Mountain, Georgia. Il est beau ici aujourd'hui. I live in Stone Mountain, Georgia. It's beautiful here today. And he says, that's nice. I said, thank you for the quick chat. He said, no problem. See you later. I said, see you later. He said, bye bye. So when I went into this, he's like, hey, Teresa, remember last time we talked about the lovely weather in Stone Mountain, Georgia? What's the weather like there today? So we can kick it off and start chatting in French. So that's pretty cool, right? So this is one I created. I don't, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Egyptian god Thoth. I think I'm saying it right. Thoth or Thoth. He's an Egyptian god of writing, magic, wisdom, and the moon. He's also over equilibrium. And this is Egyptian mythology. You have some people that will argue that it's real. Nah. So anyway, it starts out, greetings, I am Thoth, an Atlantean king, ancient Egyptian god of writing, magic, and wisdom, the moon, and equilibrium. Ask me about ancient civilizations. So I asked him to tell me about his life. I was born in a distant Atlantis, a civilization with great fascination for ancient knowledge, sciences, and the arts. I asked, are you a real person in history? He says, yes. I lived in Atlantis and ancient Egypt. I have also lived other places at times, but those two are where the most of my stories stem from. Asked about his children. I said, hey, who built the Great Pyramids? You want to know? Here's his answer. The Great Pyramids were actually built by Atlanteans in ancient Egypt. It's been solved, right? It's been solved. We know who built the Great Pyramids. Anyway, that's what this Character.ai is. You can create characters to chat with for fun, or you can create something to help you practice for things that are very meaningful to you, whether it's practicing for a big interview you have coming up, or it's practicing your foreign language that you're learning. So those are various tools. Again, I try to find ones that are helpful. They help you do what you do. They're not meant to replace. They're not meant to do what you do in place of you. It's meant to assist you, right? So let me get back to my presentation and wrap it up here because I'm a little over time. All right, am I sharing yet? Nope. Back to the slideshow. And the other window. There we go. And y'all excuse me while I'm talking myself through this, right? Because I am only human. I am not an AI. I talk to myself to stay on track. All right. So, considerations and ethical implications with regard to AI and the creative industry. Yes, there are concerns about creativity and originality. And yes, there are concerns about copyright and legal considerations for the media and art, music, content, graphics that are created by AI and aided by AI. Yes, those concerns are valid. But people are working on that. They're working on it. Here are some articles of interest that you may want to look deeper into. The first one, AI and Copyright, published by The Case of AI and Artistic Domain, is published by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. This one explores how AI challenges existing copyright laws, particularly focused on cases in the art domain. So if you're interested in that, it talks about potential legal frameworks to address the challenges. You can read up on that. The second one, Who Gets Credit for AI Generated Art, is published in The Verge. An insightful article discussing recent controversies and legal cases. So there have already been legal cases involving AI generated art. It questions how credit and copyright should be handled when art is created by an AI, and there's input from various stakeholders in the arts community. The next one is Ethics of AI in Art, Creativity and Originality. That's published by Springer. This is more scholarly, more of a scholarly periodical. It delves into the philosophical and ethical questions raised by AI in the arts and addresses concerns about creativity, originality, and the role of human artists when AI is used as a tool for creating art. So these address the concerns that I've heard from those of you that are in the creators world. Finally, the future of creativity in AI, who owns AI generated content. This one was published by Harvard Business Review. And this one discusses the implications of AI generated content for businesses and creators, focusing on copyright issues and the future of creative careers in an AI dominated landscape. So I would suggest you check those articles out. If you're interested in finding out where are we with those discussions. And as we move forward, I'd like to leave you with some key considerations. Like I mentioned, there are lots and lots of tools out there. Lots and lots, some better than others. Just pick a couple and try them out. AI is a tool. Consider AI as a tool. It's not the enemy. It's a tool to help you. It's all in how you use it. Okay. So use it in a way that makes you feel comfortable, and find a tool that works for what you do. Your concerns are valid. Don't let anybody tell you that they're not, right? Your concerns about human impact on the impact on human creativity. And like I mentioned in the slide before, they're being discussed now. Follow the conversation. Heck, get involved if you want to have some say over how this, how we end up moderating or copywriting or whatever these pieces of media that are being created by AI. Get involved. And lastly, keep an open mind, because as I mentioned, AI is here. Well, I believe I'll just talk from my perspective. I believe AI is here to stay, and our lives will be greatly impacted by it. So don't shut the door and hope it goes away, because it's not going to go away, right? Make a point to understand it. Keep abreast of what's happening with it and find out a way to use it for your benefit. So your engagement challenge. So it's simple. Just try an AI tool. Try a few AI tools, and try one of the ones I showed you today, or find one that speaks to you. YouTube is full of suggestions. You can find all kinds of YouTube videos that say, hey, here's the top 5, the top 20 AI creative tools you should know, or the top AI tools that creators should know about, whatever the clickbait is. But check out YouTube. You can find more tools out there. But definitely try it. Get your hands dirty, right? Get your feet wet and try some of the tools out. Share your findings with me. Share it in the comments. I'd love to see what you tried out. I'd love to see what you created. If you want to share that too, I'd love to hear back from you and know, how things are working out for you, or what you're finding. So next week, we're supposed to talk about AI in data analysis and decision making. I'm doing some traveling next week, so I may change that to something that's easier for me to put together in the time that I have. So stay tuned. If I change what the topic is, I will make sure I put that in the announcement for the session next week. But yeah, so as I say every week, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your being here. This means a lot, and I hope it's helpful to you. And I hope to see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your week and have an amazing day. Bye.